They actually have the 6th longest active sellout streak in the NBA. Have times changed here in Clipperland?
On Andre Iguodala.
As a coach, did you like cross matches in terms of helping your offense, but didn't like it defensively? How do you handle it?
I would rather have not ever had to, as Griffin gets back to his left shoulder jump hook on Lee.
And they were also the 3rd best shooting team. Paul nails the three-pointer.
That's just ridiculous. When Doc took the job, he got a text from Eddie Lassert that said, now you can get rid of those Lakers banners.
They're obviously responsible for treating the players' injuries, but they're also important as Redick knocks in the 3. Mike Saunders has been one of the funniest guys to have ever lived.
Draymond Green from outside, and now after struggling to start, they were 0 for 7. Open 3. Either team shooting well. Iguodala releases just back in, throws it down, and Doc Rivers wants a timeout, and an 11-point lead has been quickly cut to 5.
And keeping Iguodala in there with 2 fouls. I think it's one of the most over-coached things is this idea of foul trouble as Curry knocks in a 3 off the dribble.
Including 3 three-pointers.
Steve Blake has not shot the ball well this year, as Chris Paul with a beautiful cut and finish.
Just being in the locker room every day with him, understanding what he means to us as a team, where he's brought us, from the gutters 3 years ago. We were an irrelevant team, and he's made us relevant with his consistent leadership, his knowledge of the game, the way that he is able to communicate what he needs from each specific player when they go out on the floor, and he just encourages confidence.
Well, it's obvious that the Warriors' strategy is to try to keep size on Chris Paul.
12. Lee kicks it out. Green up top, Curry. Stripped by Paul. Curry gets it back. Good hands from both players. Curry inside, off the glass. Having to guard this guy, and he misses the rebound, or the shot, and Curry the rebound. Curry fires away, nails a 3. His 2nd three-pointer.
That first half on the bench in foul trouble. How does that change the game for you?
Changes a lot for us. We need him. We go to him. We're going to need him big time in the 2nd half, and I think he'll be ready to go.
All right.
I think you should be able to buy an extra foul.
What is this, Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah,
like foul?
Thompson hits it. You throw in.
Ball, jump shot, misses. Redick for 3. That's good.
The back tap there that leads to the catch by Paul and the 3 by Redick.
Barnes pounding Curry, leaving Thompson wide open. They set an NBA record for most 3s by teammates. Redick answers back. How about Redick? Good defense again from DeAndre Jordan. Barnes back to Paul. Paul for 3. Puts it in.
Has to be called a block, or you're going to take away the action going to the basket.
Curry, beautiful looking jumper. I agree with you, Jeff. That's
an excellent passing by the bigs.
Redick flips it up in the basket. That rattles in. He's got 10 already here in this 3rd period, and there's still 5.5 to play. Curry comes back. Paul gets it back after the initial turnover. The layup is good. The Warriors are 9 of 10 from the field here in the 3rd quarter, and the Clippers answering right back. A reach-in foul. Right back to Griffin, but O'Neal looking to help. Paul, a 3-pointer. It's good! Chris Paul from way downtown, and the lead is cut to 3.
The ability to keep Thompson from backing him down into the middle of the lane.
Paul for 3. Bang! Tie game with 2:25 remaining. 2 huge 3-pointers for Paul, who's got 28.
You absolutely.
Barnes, the other Clipper, on the free throw line. Paul misses them both. Fight for the rebound. Green comes out of it and is immediately fouled. Foul, rebound Barnes, and that's it. Golden State takes game 1 on the road.
The Golden State Warriors with a 1-0 lead in the series over the LA Clippers after a 109-105 win Saturday night. Fast forward to Monday night. Time for Game 2, and Blake Griffin was dominant. Early in the first quarter, Harrison Barnes turning the ball over. Clippers headed the other way. Jamal Crawford will find Blake Griffin to finish the slam. Griffin had 14 points just in the first quarter alone. Clippers are up 25-13 early on, and with 8 seconds remaining in the quarter, Jordan Crawford turning it over with a bad pass. Jamal Crawford picking it up and lays it in before the buzzer. Jamal Crawford had 9 points on 4 for 8 from the field, putting LA up 31-20 on that play. Heading into the second quarter, Stephen Curry will pull up, can't get it to go. Draymond Green with the putback layup. Curry had only 4 points on 1 for 6 from the field the first half. Later in the second, Blake Griffin spinning around Steph Curry, drives baseline for the layup. Griffin had 21 points and 5 rebounds at the half. And tempers flaring between Doc Rivers and Jermaine O'Neal. O'Neal gets a little physical with DeAndre Jordan. Doc Rivers and O'Neal exchange words. That led to a double technical on Rivers and O'Neal. And the Warriors start the hack-a-Jordan. DeAndre made the first and makes the second, shown there. 7 for 8 from the free throw line. And Chris Paul tossing the desperation alley-oop to DeAndre Jordan for the slam. He had 11 points and 9 rebounds. Also added 5 blocks in the game. Chris Paul nailing the 3 as the shot clock winds down. And he looks up at the shot clock right before he takes it. Looks like Billy Crystal's a huge fan as well. Paul had 12 points and 10 assists in the game. And Blake Griffin doing what Blake Griffin often does. 35 points and 6 rebounds in the game. Steph Curry driving in for the layup. Blake Griffin makes contact, but no foul called. Curry not happy about it. Throws his mouthpiece. He's called for a technical as well. Darren Collison missing the jumper with a couple seconds left, but Danny Granger gets it to go. He had 15 points on 3 for 4 from behind the arc in the game. The Clippers win a huge game, too. 138-98. The series is now tied 1-1, and Game 3 is Thursday night at Golden State.
The Los Angeles Clippers even their best-of-7 series with Golden State Warriors in Game 2 with a 40-point victory. There's Blake Griffin getting set for action in this one, and Golden State, frankly, wasn't ready coming out of the gates. Not knocking down their threes. There's Klay Thompson with the miss. How about Steph Curry? He struggled from deep as well. Then it's Steve Blake's turn from range. Golden State, at the half, a team known for their threes, was 1 of 12 from distance in the game, so not the hot start that they were looking for. Later in the second quarter, Darren Collison drives and misses, but guess who's hanging around the rim? DeAndre Jordan with the rebound throwdown, 14 points and 22 huge boards. Then it's Blake Griffin sealing nicely, getting the easy little layup there, 15 points at the break for Blake. DeAndre Jordan blocks Draymond Green at the 10, and yeah, we're going to have to see that one more time. 5 blocks on the game for DeAndre. That's the third straight game with 5 rejections, and the Clippers up 7 at that point. Klay Thompson gives it to Draymond, who gives it back to Klay Thompson, who does knock down the only 3 of the half for Golden State. At the break, the Clippers led it by 3. Second half, Blake Griffin knocks down a jumper. Then it's Blake Griffin hitting the step back over Jermaine O'Neal. He was 15 of 25 from the field. He started the third quarter with a wink and 10 straight points. Later, Blake Griffin fouled hard on the play here by Draymond Green, and watch it one more time. Draymond Green called for a flagrant 1 for that right there. Later, Blake Griffin misses. DeAndre, though, is there for the rebound and the soft little putback. 65-57, the Clippers in front. And it's Draymond Green hitting the deep one. He had a double-double in the game, 13 points and 11 rebounds. The Clippers lead down to 8, and his old college coach Tom Izzo in the house watching. Clippers passing the ball into Matt Barnes, and he is fouled by Curry on the play. Barnes jammed his toe. Barnes was in a lot of pain on the bench as the trainers tried to pop it back into place, and he would come back into the game. Fourth quarter now, Steph Curry makes the half-court lob Up to Andre Iguodala, who throws that one down. He had 11 points on the game. Clippers by 9 still. Steph Curry starting to warm up from distance, less than 6 to go. He hits the three-pointer there. 16 points in the game, 15 assists. Later, Klay Thompson working on Chris Paul down low. Gets this one up and over DeAndre Jordan. Not easily done. He had 26 points. That's good. What's better? Well, at the other end, look at this impossible Blake Griffin fling as the shot clock goes off. He had a game-high 32 points. Clippers by 3. Less than 3 to go. Chris Paul, another triple. That makes it 94 to 86. 15 points, 10 assists on the game for CP3. But back comes Golden State. They're down by 6. Less than a minute to go. Steph Curry, difficult shot, well guarded, nails it anyway. Then Steph Curry, one more time, another triple on this play. We've got a 1-point game with 11 seconds left. Chris Paul tries to toss up a half-court shot, gets fouled. They call it a 2-shot foul, the refs do. You see the replay right there, pretty close play there. Chris Paul almost earned 3 free throws. He goes to the line and misses the first one. So, Golden State going to have an opportunity. This is his second free throw. That goes down. So it's a 2-point game with 8.6 seconds left. Golden State now with 7.8 inbounds. They go to Steph Curry, tightly guarded by Chris Paul. This one's an air ball, and you can watch the replay one more time. Again, a little bit of contact right there. Steph Curry doesn't usually miss by that far, but he did in that case. And Golden State goes down at home. The Clippers get the win by a pair. Your final score, 98 to 96.
Before the game, Clippers staging a silent protest of sorts, taking off their warm-ups with the Clippers name and logo. And there you see it, packing them up. And there is Donald Sterling's wife, Rochelle Sterling, sitting courtside across from the Clippers bench. Doc Rivers and Mark Jackson meeting before the game, at which point Stephen Curry and David Lee and the Warrior Nation erupted.
39 points in the first quarter. Everybody, again, having a hand in what the Warriors were doing. But like Coach Holland said, when Steph Curry gets going and shows that kind of emotion, boy, do the Warriors feed off that, and so does that Roracle crowd.
33-17 was the initial burst, and as you can see, the Clippers getting back into it somewhat, and Klay Thompson continues to expand his game.
I believe I could fly. I mean, that was incredible dunk, and he had it going for a little bit as well.
Jamal Crawford tried to resuscitate the Clippers in the first half. He had 16 first-half points. David Lee smashing. Warriors, their lead was trimmed to 14, Bone.
Well, so many times for the Clippers to get back in the game, they needed that one play to go. As you see the circus finish on the baseline from Steph Curry. And the Clippers would just turn the ball over and allow the Warriors to get back and get 2 points. So in the second half, they'd have to dig out of a big hole.
Blake Griffin goes glass and made it a 12-point game. Blake had 21 on 8 of 14 in over 35 minutes. Then Stephen Curry with the steal, up ahead to Andre Iguodala, and Iggy had 22 in this one.
Well, he was really aggressive himself. He's not normally looking to shoot, but he made some shots and he looked to penetrate. He got a couple of key steals and times when they were only up around 12, and the Clippers could have gotten it to within 10, and Iggy came up with a big steal.
And then Stephen Curry, the three, and his mom's loving it.
Well, everybody at Oracle Arena enjoying what the Warriors were doing, although Klay Thompson did have a tough game, 3 fouls, actually 4 fouls in the first half. He ended up fouling out with 6:10 to go for Golden State, so somebody else would have to step up.
Stephen Curry nails that three, and that was 33 points in the game for him. They led by 13 at that point. Then Andre Iguodala to Harrison Barnes put him up 17. Crowd going crazy at Oracle. And then J.J. Redick drives, and Stephen Curry is going to reject him, Coach.
Hey, he's trying to make all defense. That was a great play, and then he knocks the ball off his leg out of bounds, and that was the key all night long. Curry was involved both offensively and defensively in the penetration that really hurt the Clippers with the three-point shooting.
With the series tied at 2 games apiece, a critical Game 5 for the Clippers and Warriors on a Tuesday night, followed by an emotional day. after Commissioner Adam Silver made his announcement that owner Donald Sterling would be banned for life from the NBA, as well as receive a $2.5 million fine. The Clippers fans came out in full force to show their solidarity with the team. The new slogan, "We are one." And they came out acting like it. Chris Paul with the steal off Klay Thompson goes coast to coast, and he'll finish it by himself in the paint to put LA up 10-9 early on. And Matt Barnes with a quick inbound pass to JJ Redick, who finds DeAndre Jordan for the alley-oop dunk. And Steph Curry turning the ball over on the break. Chris Paul to Blake Griffin, who throws it down with one hand. Blake had 18 points and 7 rebounds in the game, and the Clippers fans are glad to be there. Steph Curry with the three. He'll get it to go, plus the foul, a 4-point play. He was 4 for 7 from deep on the night. And David Lee will find Klay Thompson inside. They'll cut the deficit to 2. And DeAndre Jordan grabbing the board off the Chris Paul miss and beats the buzzer at the end of the first half. He had 15 points and 11 rebounds in the first half alone, after being held scoreless in Game 4, by the way. And while defending David Lee, Hudo Turkoglu landing hard on his back. He ended up having to leave the game and didn't come back. He was diagnosed with a lower back contusion. And David Lee was in early foul trouble as well. That was his 4th foul on that play. And Andre Iguodala with the steal headed the other way. The huge slam. LA still up by 2. And Stephen Curry turning the ball over. This time it's headed the other way. On the break, Matt Barnes finds Jamal Crawford for the slam, putting LA up by 4. And later in the third, Chris Paul knocking down the 3 as time winds down in the third quarter. He had 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists on the night. And in the fourth, Blake Griffin knocking down the fadeaway jumper. And DeAndre Jordan giving the Blake Griffin face. Klay Thompson putting it up, misses, but David Lee is there for the rebound and the putback layup to cut the deficit to 6. And with less than 5 minutes to go, the Warriors try the hack-a-DeAndre method, but this time he's going to the line and hitting both. LA's up 98-90. And with just 4 minutes to go, Steph Curry almost turning it over, gets it back and eventually does turn it over. Blake Griffin finds Jamal Crawford down the court and he'll finish it. And so will LA, 113-103, an emotional win for the Clippers, who now hold the series lead 3-2. And Game 6 is Thursday at Golden State.
In a series of thrills and spills and a litany of side stories, it's Game 6 in the best of 7. It's an elimination game with a full house and a lot of emotion. Golden State out there with Iguodala and Green and Lee. There's a shot by Redick, who hits from outside. Curry into Green, who dives for 2.
Been the common theme in this series, DeAndre Jordan being that rim protector for the Clippers.
Lee to Curry, Curry for a 3. So already Curry has taken 3 shots. Clippers in this series have scored more points and shot better from the floor than they did in the regular year when they won 57 games. They franchise high, shot clock at 10. Griffin over the defending Draymond Green.
I like the decision here on the switch here with Blake Griffin. So Steph can take Blake off the dribble and be aggressive offensively. Remember, games 1 through 5.
He's stuck, he spins, and Green knocks it away. Ahead to Curry. The double team worked that time.
The aggressive double team, active hands.
Here comes Iguodala. Curry. Now he's on the move. He could get hit, and he does.
Chris Paul got to be careful he didn't pick up his second foul there trying to guard Steph Curry.
Here comes Curry on the move and sandwiched by red jerseys, and he's still got it to go. Steph Curry has put in a game-high 12. Having the kind of start that he and that team need. Harrison Barnes. Curry. Collison comes up on a little shove. No call. The mid-range shot goes.
I like it. You recognize that, obviously, playing in this building.
Blake Griffin. Rebound by Green. Steph Curry has taken 11 shots. Space! Another time. Lee on the bench with a couple fouls. Right down the boulevard. Here comes Redick. He just checked in. Paul, open three. Kaboom! Chris Paul from outside off the bench. And Paul. Switch on D. Now Green's got Paul. Thompson's got Griffin. Griffin. Got it. Goes inside, muscling his way for two and a foul.
Boy, Chris Paul, a wizard
for the Los Angeles Clippers. Curry got a Barnes screen. Bullock, the rookie, now defending Curry. Curry 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Was held and now flies through it.
Wow.
Curry and Crawford.
Look at
how
this.
small Golden State is.
Spread him out, pick and roll, and drive.
Right into Dudley. That's the fire for LA. Approaching 10 to play.
As small as Golden State is, they still hold the advantage in rebounds.
Curry taking his way through.
Bates has 4 fouls as well, so if you're Blake Griffin, you got to recognize that and be aggressive offensively.
Jamal Crawford off. Knew it and flew in the other way. Klay Thompson. He got around Collison, lays it in, and the lead is 85 to 77. Offensive rebound lead in that category for the Warriors. Who have taken 8 more shots than the Clippers. There's a shot by Paul, and it rolls in. And Clippers are shooting in this closeout game 35% from the floor.
Got to play the 3 here by Jamal Crawford.
And they got Jamal Crawford, a well-designed inbound play with a sweep pass from Chris Paul.
Easy for me to stay over here on the sideline.
He misses, like you say. Volleyball by Green. The game is over. We've got Game 7 coming up in Los Angeles on Saturday.
Steph, it's a rock fight out there tonight. How did you win this game?
We just withstood all the runs and our long-distance threes. I mean, they were shooting from all over the place in the fourth quarter. But for us to get some stops, keep them under 100 points, we're going to win a lot of games if we do that.
One more game for the NBA Championship of California. It's Game 7 between the Warriors and the Clippers. Glenn Davis getting his squad ready before the game, and there's Steph Curry, cool as ever. We start you off in the first with neither Davis nor Curry. This is Draymond Green outside contributing. 5 of 8 from range on the game. You saw one. Here is another. He had 24 points on the night. Golden State up early in this game, 45 to 39 in the second quarter. Later second quarter. How about a 4-point play? We've seen a ton of these in the first round of the playoffs. Jamal Crawford, 22 points off the bench. He made the free throw. Golden State's lead trimmed down to 2. Steph Curry hits the 3 here, plus the foul. So yeah, theme alert. We got more 4-point plays. The Warriors 9 of 13 from 3 in the first half alone. Steph Curry goes for 33 in the game. Golden State up at that point, 64 to 56. And Golden State looking good. To the third quarter we go. The Clippers use a 12-2 run to take the lead for the first time. J.J. Redick with the long 2-pointer. Billy Crystal looking on. Then it's Matt Barnes with a wing jump shot. Nice pass from Chris Paul to get it out there. The Clippers in front 75-72. They outscore the Warriors 31-20 in the third. Chris Paul driving and sinking the floater. And before we go to the fourth, let's hear from both of the coaches.
You all are 34-0 when you lead after 3 quarters this year. How do you make it 35?
Thanks for that stat. That's nice, David. I really appreciate it. Well, we just keep doing what we're doing.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. We all deserve this thing. I'm coaching for you because you deserve it. Let's go get this thing. Let's go get it.
Intense stuff as we head to the final 12. Off the bench, Jordan Crawford doing his best. 12 points, on the game, drills a triple there. Then off a Steph Curry turnover, Blake Griffin takes it the other way, just bulldogging his way into the paint and laying it in. He had 24 points on the game. That's followed by Chris Paul. And you see what Mark Jackson thought of Blake Griffin's move. Chris Paul now splitting the D, going right down the lane and flinging that one up. And in 22 points, 14 assists, so another double-double for Chris Paul. Golden State would answer, though. Shot clock winding down. Andre Iguodala, glass, please. That one goes down. It's an 11-3 run by the Warriors. They go up 107-106. Chris Paul, though, alley-oop into DeAndre Jordan. Somebody get back there and guard that gigantic man. 15 points and 18 huge rebounds for Jordan. Now 2 minutes to go. Jordan with the rejection on one, and we go the other way. J.J. Redick, great idea. Get it up to Blake Griffin, who throws it down alley-oop style. Doc Rivers likes what he sees. The Clippers go up 112-109. Then off a Chris Paul miss, look who's there again. DeAndre Jordan. He's absolutely everywhere. Rebound throwdown. Now a minute to go. It's a 3-point game. Blake Griffin takes the contact, turns backwards and flips it in, then does a somersault. What else could possibly happen? He was 10 of 18 from the field. He missed the free throw. The Clippers up by 5. Now Warriors down by 6. Steph Curry fouled shooting a three-pointer. Steph Curry goes to the line, and you know exactly what happens when he goes to the line. He made all 3 of them. So it's a one-possession game. Clippers get the ball. They go the other way. Blake Griffin tosses it up, and it's DeAndre time one more time, 120-115. Steph Curry now getting it and working it around. Draymond Green in and out and in and out and back in. It's back in, so it's a 2-point game. The Clippers get fouled, but they foul J.J. Redick, do the Warriors, and yeah, that's no good. J.J. Redick goes to the line and just mashes 2 in. Swish, nothing but net. Steph Curry trying to answer the runner off glass and no good. Chris Paul comes down with the rebound. You see an emotional Doc Rivers. What an amazing series it has been. The Clippers get the W. They take it by 5. They'll take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Your final score, 126-121.